Good afternoon. The former Secretary-General of the United Nations, Kofi Annan, has died at the age of 80. Mr Annan, the son of a Ghanaian chief, spent his career with the UN. He led the organisation for 10 years. Our correspondent Richard Galpin looks back at his life in this report, which includes some flashing images.
I, Kofi Annan.
I, Kofi Annan.
Solemnly swear.
Solemnly swear.
To exercise in all loyalty.
The first black African to become UN Secretary-General and the first to be appointed from within the organisation. During his 2 terms in office, he used his position as one of the world's top diplomats to try to mediate in many different international crises. For him, the focus was always on the issues.
Leadership is not about the individual. When you have mature leaders who believe they have to shine and it all has to be about them, forgetting that what is required is the welfare of society and the people they serve.
Within 5 years of taking office, he'd been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for revitalising the UN and for putting an emphasis on human rights. In a statement this morning, his family paid tribute to him, saying that wherever there'd been suffering or need, he'd reached out and touched many people with his deep compassion and empathy. He'd selflessly placed others first, radiating a genuine kindness and warmth and brilliance in all he did. After 10 years as Secretary-General, Mr Annan had no thoughts of stepping out of the limelight, instead taking on other global roles, including becoming UN and Arab League Special Envoy to Syria, trying to end the civil war there. Already there have been many tributes from around the world for a leading diplomat who will be greatly missed.
Richard Galpin reporting on the life of Kofi Annan, who's died at the age of 80.
Now, the former United Nations Secretary-General Kofi Annan has passed away at the age of 80. A former diplomat from Ghana, he spent much of his life in Switzerland and the United States. Annan was UN Secretary-General between 1997 and 2006, and in 2001 was jointly awarded the Nobel Peace Prize with the UN for work on human rights. The Nobel Committee also recognised Annan's commitment to fighting HIV in Africa and his struggle against international terrorism. Since news of Annan's death broke, there has been an outpouring of emotion, with people globally taking to social media to celebrate Annan's unique contribution.